to Dimension 119, a dimension where anything can happen. Prepare for the strange and unexpected. Enjoy today's episode.
What's going on, everybody? It is Nathan with Dimension 119. We're back at it again with more Curse of Strahd. This is episode 36, Strahd Wars. May the Dwarf be with us. You thank Ray for that title, and not think Derek, because I couldn't use the Phantom Menace because he wouldn't tell me if we were going to face any more Phantoms tonight. That being said, I think Kevin's going to do the recap. Kevin, if you want to do the recap, then we can get started.
So last week, I believe, we entered...
God damn it.
That is the entrance queue. Last week, we entered Argynvostholt, explored the lower level. We found a coward hiding in a storeroom. I believe a dusk elf it was. In one room. In the other room, we found many or 9 unnumberable spiders. While in the other room, a fireplace burst to life, sprouting a fire dragon spoke before quickly disappearing. The group then made its way up the stairs, continuing to explore the first floor, Caraxis leading the way. However, when he reached a certain point to the end of a corridor by a door, a brick wall came shutting down, locking him between 2 doors and separating him from the party. It was at that moment he knew he messed up, as several spectral warriors came flooding out of the 2 rooms, and it looked like Caraxis was about to leap of faith, Assassin's Creed style, out of a window, just without a bay hail to cushion his fall, until we managed to break down the wall that separated us in a blaze of fire, I believe. And the group were able to step in and quickly save Caraxis from a splat landing. From that point, we entered another room where a smoke dragon appeared this time, and it spoke before quickly flying off upstairs. The group followed it quickly, but carefully, until we arrived in a hall room with a mailed revenant sitting in a chair, brooding over a lost love of his, and how Strahd has taken everything, and how he will not allow Strahd to find peace in death. And so he will not allow anyone to kill Strahd or end Strahd's misery. And Strahd must remain as he is, which also means that everybody else must be trapped here in misery. We tried talking to him, however, it quickly devolved into a fight, and we destroyed his body, but not his spirit, it seemed. His spirit, vengeful spirit, fled with a word of warning to us that he will be back. And I believe that is where we are leaving off.
Yay. Good recap. So yes, you have just killed the Revenant. I already forgotten his name. But so and he spoke of coming back and enacting vengeance on the party now. So you have that to look forward to, plus Strahd
And Erston
and Urston and other dead people.
and Rahadin.
Did he give you his name? I can't remember.
I don't think so. You showed us the picture,
You
but
kept referring him as the gentleman.
Oh. Okay, so you didn't exchange names, so you don't know his name.
real quick, you forgot to put Rajin in here.
What do you mean?
His
Well, on
token's
the
on
map.
the page.
His token's here, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Not that it really matters for the stream.
That's right there.
Yeah, it's right there.
Is he on top of someone?
It's invisible for me. Whatever.
Better refresh, Ray. Better
Uh-oh.
do it now.
That's a bad omen.
Go ahead and get that out of the way.
Okay, there he is. Never mind.
Okay. And Rajin looted his body and took the Revenant's +2 greatsword that has a dragon-esque hilt in handle engraved or on it, so it's a pretty fashionable greatsword. So what's the plan now? And Soul poofed out. You don't even notice, but Soul poofed out into non-existence.
Yeah, and she talks about Rajin going into a dagger. Just runs away all the time.
I mean, poofing out is like so 2022.
It's poofing out's what the fucking Fairly Odd Parents did.
We should probably like explore the rest of this area. We still haven't found anything that can really help us, right?
It's like all you know is that the spirit dragon from the fireplace wanted you to free the souls of this castle and finally put them to rest. But you have no idea on how to do that yet.
Well, surely that wasn't
Button it down to
that wasn't the only night, right? Well, we should go and look for if there's any others that we can help.
There were the ones that were downstairs. The ones we didn't kill.
Yeah, they were passive enough. I don't think we can help them at the moment, but maybe there's some more knights deeper in that would be willing to talk to us.
Lead the way and we'll follow. And Iris is still like, we ended with a conversation with Iris and Orden, and Iris, kind of Orden hugging Iris, trying to get her to calm down, and she's still kind of shaking, gripping this blood spear. Like she's still in battle mode, kind of. Just watching what everyone else is doing.
So, you just said lead the way, but Orden is actually going to just like gesture for Ragnar and Syraxis and Rajin to go first because he wants to make sure he doesn't want to leave Iris alone at this moment.
I think Ragnar's going to stay near Iris, at least for now, as well.
Syraxis, can you scout up ahead? Maybe not too far ahead, though, in case there's more traps.
Well, as long as we don't trigger the traps, then it shouldn't be an issue. I'll stay within yelling distance.
That's going to be an issue then.
And then he just like scampers off.
Alright. Which direction are you going? I see you there. Okay, you're hopping into the room directly across the hall. Okay.
Yeah.
34. This room has a tiled floor and an iron bathtub filled with debris from the collapsed roof. A torn curtain hangs in an open doorway in the center of the eastern wall.
Can I search this tub, see if there's anything interesting in it?
Make a perception check.
Oh shit, let me pull up my character sheet.
Rubber ducky, you're the one for me.
It's a goose, though, instead of a duck.
That's rubber. That'd be horrifying.
Look up if rubber gooses are a thing.
Please never say the word goosey ever again.
You stab yourself with a nail, roll a constitution check, and not get tetanus.
I'm sure Raging's had him vaccinated.
You are now dead.
I'm sure he has not.
But no.
Well, fuck.
You don't find anything.
That's what kills me?
Yeah. You don't find anything of importance inside this bathtub.
I can face an innumerable amount of 9
go.
ghosts, but I can't face one rusty nail.
That's what killed the guy from Supernatural.
Spoilers.
He's gonna go peek his head through this this curtain.
Are you being stealthy like?
Say your catchphrase, Nate. Say your
Oh
catchphrase.
yeah, absolutely.
Nope.
Make a stealth check. Trying to be.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best.
That's
Nope.
not it.
I'll do better next time. Is that what
There
it
you
is?
go.
I don't know my catchphrase.
Yeah.
That's one of them.
There we
Sure.
go.
I'd sure like to be stealthy.
I was gonna say I am stealth.
You are stealth.
Oh yeah, that is my little catchphrase, isn't it?
This
I
room
am
has
stealth.
yeah. This room has dark wood paneling on the walls that rises to a height of 3 feet. Above the paneling, the walls are painted with murals of religious figures performing holy rites. In the center of the west wall, from which you came, is the tattered curtain hanging in the doorway. 3 tall, slender stained glass windows set into the opposite wall depict figures in white robes with orange sunrises behind their heads. So over here, there's stained glass windows, 3 stained glass windows of holy figures.
Can I? What I would like to do is let me look at my info here. Yeah, I'm personally interested in all of this stuff, but Straxus has no skills in anything like that, so he probably wouldn't find it that interesting. He's gonna come over here and tell the party what he's found in that room there. And while they're checking stuff out, if they would like to, he's gonna want to pop his head through these doors.
Where?
You didn't want to go through the store down here.
Okay.
Well, I want to make sure we don't get
Too stretched.
banged from the back here while you guys are all.
Before he goes and checks another door, does anybody want to pop into that room with any interest, or you just going, more religious figures?
I should stay with Iris.
If you'll stay with Iris, then Ragnar will go check them.
Make a actually it'd be intelligence check or wisdom, whichever one, like remembering something would be.
That's intelligence, history.
That'd be intelligence, yeah, history.
History, religions, intelligence. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay, they're the same either way. 21.
21, nice.
21?
You would notice that these 3 stained glass windows portray the same figure as in all the churches and all in the one at the Abbey in Kresk. It is portraying Saint Andrel, the Morning Lord, and Saint Markovia.
We found his bones.
So the gods of the light in Barovia.
And they're just in this random room back here? Like,
They're on stained glass windows.
Oh, I thought they were statues. My
No,
bad.
stained glass windows. And
Okay.
then
I mean, I agree. It's a weird place.
it's like, and then you would also, with that check, you would notice that the windows are now over. Whoops, let me reveal it. It's not revealed. Like the windows are, you go look through the windows, and it's overlooking the chapel that was down on the floor below.
Wait, where the knights are?
Yep, where those three
Oh,
revenants are.
Oh, snaps.
oh man, I have some. Nope, that's not a good idea. But it's a Ragnar idea.
You're just
Oh,
gonna shatter the glass of the Morning Lord? Ooh.
yeah, he's
Are you
thinking
gonna
about it.
drop Are you gonna drop on him and give him the people's elbow?
No, is the roof intact in this room?
Yes, the roof is intact in this room.
Okay, that won't be helpful then. No, I was thinking like break the windows and let the sunlight shine through. You know, literally breaking the light to those knights, but
We
That's
literally
not gonna
brought the
work.
light, and they didn't like it.
you brought a sword. That's not the same thing.
Yeah, but it's a
artificial.
sunlight sword.
It's artificial.
No, it's not. It's legit sunlight.
Yeah, we
Derek, what are
did.
you, the DM or something?
Also, Barovia doesn't have sunlight.
It's all yes. It's
It's
always cloudy.
It's always cloudy in Barovia.
Ragnar won't break the windows then. I'm gonna go out this door here
Okay.
and look over at Syraxis.
Syraxis, or are you just? What are you doing?
I'm going to pop into this door stealthily.
Make another stealth check. You are stealth.
I am stealth.
How? I don't know how I'm going to reveal.
I am not sight though.
There's a door there, just so you know. It's kind of hard to do angled walls.
Well,
Okay, there we go. That's better.
That sure looks like a ghost.
That sure looks like a phantom that's gonna be a menace.
Through the dust and cobwebs, you see faded warp. Shut the fuck up. Let me read.
Nate's so late every time.
I know, but it makes it better. I think he's done now.
Okay, I'm gonna continue. Through the dust and cobwebs, you see faded war banners adorning the walls of a spacious chamber, in the center of which stands a heavy wooden table. An iron chandelier hangs above the table, which is surrounded by 6 high-backed chairs with wood-carved dragons perched atop them. Slumped in 5 of the chairs are skeletal humans in tattered chainmail.
They don't appear to be moving or anything.
One more thing. I was reading because there was an if thing statement. Okay. The corpses tilt your head in your direction, Syraxis. One of them growls, Why do you, the living, disturb the dead?
He would say, I'm sorry, I thought this was the bathroom. And then he would slowly close the door. And like he'd look down the hall to Ragnar and rage in, and like his teeth would be chattering. And he would like point in the room, and he'd scurry along down the hallway. Still stealth
That's a no.
as much as yeah, as much as a 28 stealth can get me, I'd like to stealthily get the fuck out of there.
Raging, seeing his reaction and watching him kind of scurry away quickly, he would probably just catch him as he tried to come past and go, What was it that you saw?
There were more undead, which I mean it's not a terrible thing, but I swear I was like silence itself peeking through that room, and they still noticed me. I get bad vibes from that room, dog.
What did you call me?
That's not the point. I got it was phlegm, and
I thought so.
and he would say, and he would say, like, you can take them, surely, master, but it's just it's oddly placed. There's two doors in the room on the far side, but it seems I don't know. It doesn't seem right in there. I think we should check out the rest of the floor before we start kicking indoors, like we'd love to do.
Very well. Be more quiet.
I'll check this door. And I won't
Yes, master.
I won't yell out that I'm checking this door like I really want to for the comedy of it.
Hey, I'll get this one.
You see some spiral staircases with narrow wall windows set into its walls. They go up. They go up.
Oh,
Okay.
there is another floor.
It's a mansion, dude.
I mean, from the looks of this floor here, there might not be another
didn't
floor.
See facts.
I'll just kind of shut the door back and not go up the stairs yet because we've got other things to explore on this floor first.
Mm-hmm.
Strax is doing the sneaky again.
Oh, I will try to be even sneakier than I already have been.
He just picks up his tail and holds it so it doesn't drag.
Yeah, there we go.
Not as sneaky.
Can I use my inspiration to be sneaky?
If you wanted to, but I don't see why you would want to.
No, it's fine.
This room is a haven for dust and cobwebs. 3 narrow windows allow a sliver of light to illuminate bare oak shelves along the walls and a torn, padded chair lying on its side near a cavernous hearth. A picture above the mantel has been slashed, its lower half hanging down below the frame like a torn piece of flesh. An iron door set in the south corner, that's the one you came from. It is hanging on one hinge. Now that you've pushed it open.
I'm gonna be stealthy.
And there's a little, and there's a way that way too. Yes.
Yeah. I would leave the door exactly how it is so I don't make any more noise. And I would go back up to Regen and tell him, these two rooms seem to be connected by a hallway in the middle. If we want to talk to the and he'd point over at the door over there. He'd say, if we wanted to confront the ghost, it seems like we can flank them from both sides if necessary. But Derek, you did say there are doors over here, right?
Yes. Sir Access, make a perception check as well for looking into that room.
Oh, true. Oh, I'm fucking everything up. Hold on. Ah, shit, fuck. Perception, gotcha. Okay, 15.
Okay. You would notice as you were looking as you scanned that room, the bookshelves that line the north and western walls are completely empty, minus one book. There is one book remaining on the entirety of the bookshelves.
Well, that's interesting. I don't think he'd immediately find anything like interesting about that. But he would ask Rajin if he should look down this hallway and then formulate a plan after that. Not that he would formulate a plan, but
yes, continue to scout. The undead are not
scampers off.
us, it seems.
Are you gonna tell anyone about the one single book? That's definitely not fishy or important.
I know it's probably important, but like, yeah, like he doesn't care at all about books. It was like, oh, they fucking left one. I guess the nerds aren't strong enough to hold them all.
Nope, that's fine.
So.
Yeah, it's not shiny. Like, I don't give a fuck about a book. They're boring. And people like Saul reads books.
That's a good point.
Okay. Syraxis continues scouting.
Yeah, and scamper off.
You come to another hallway that goes left, right, and straight ahead again, and then there is another curtain over there.
He's gonna peek his noggin.
Got that? I click reveal and it goes to hide every single time. This is a spiral staircase. I think it goes down from what it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like
it looks like the same on the other side.
Yeah, it goes down.
Looks like it goes down.
We're like, well, the stream's over. And Nate's like, yeah, it looks like it goes down.
That would go down.
Okay, then you're gonna go this way.
Oh, is the stream down?
No, it's just you're just late enough to where everyone else says their piece, and then you're like, oh yeah, it looks like it goes down.
But yes, this hallway has a door here, and then another door that has been busted open. It's like broken on its hinges and like falling off its hinges.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I peer through the open door.
Oh, jeez.
No, that's great.
Oh no!
And do I hear the untold amount of spiders?
All 9 of them.
Most of this chamber has collapsed. The wooden floor is strewn with rubble and falls away into a foggy abyss to the south. The roof overhead is jagged and broken. But you can see the fireplace still standing.
At least the spiders can keep warm.
Is there a dragon in it?
No.
There's been a dragon in every
That's what I'm going to go check.
You can jump over there if you...
Yeah, I'm going to go like...
Oh, please, God, no.
I mean, if the dragon doesn't talk to me from here, I would say in Draconic.
We're going to fight spiders.
So, are you there?
Who are you talking to?
Hello? He would get startled.
All you hear is, who are you talking to?
Because he's spoken Draconic.
No, he's... Yeah.
I hope it's just like...
Yeah, I was speaking in Draconic. But I would recognize Rajin's voice, so I don't think the fireplace is talking to me, Derek.
It ain't.
And he would kind of poke his head out he would poke his head out like he just got caught doing something stupid. And he would say, I found a fireplace. I didn't know if there was a dragon at this one. I'm gonna keep checking, and then he'll like scamper over those way.
And make a
No
stealth
dragon,
check.
of course,
Yeah,
because that'd be
make a
silly.
stealth check to open the door since you're being stealthy like.
I'd sure like to be.
It's the exact same,
Okay.
just not quite as destroyed.
Right, and this one obviously has a dragon in it. Except, I'm gonna act like I'm searching the room, and I'm gonna get real close to the fireplace.
Hey, you got any
Right
dragons
here.
to sell?
And then I'm gonna whisper. He like knock on the fireplace and be like, "We could really use another hint right now. Hello?"
No, see,
And he'd keep looking at the door like,
it's a puzzle. What you have to do is that Syraxis has to go into this one, and then Rajan has to go into the other one. Then there'll be two dragons, and the rooms will match.
All you hear is your voice echoing inside the
and
fireplace.
then the fuse. Oh, well, that's boring. I'll look at the window.
You see the front door. You see the front of Argynvostholt from which you came, the courtyard.
And he would tell Rajan, nothing interesting found, Master. Have the others found anything?
I do not know, but good work.
Ragnar's gonna look in this door. That Caraxus looked in up here.
Make a perception check.
Good idea.
19.
You also notice that there is the bookshelves are completely empty, minus one book laying next to the chair that is tipped over.
Oh, it's not on the bookshelves?
Nope.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna
It lies on the floor.
Yeah, just litter.
I'm gonna slip in and just look it over without picking it up right away.
Are you do you bend down to inspect it, give a good look at it, or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna kind of look at it first, and as it's lying there on the floor, and see if I can see anything about it. And if I have to kind of bend down, I'll bend down if it comes to that.
This book has been partially burned, and its cover was slashed by a sword. You can make out the title, "The Oath Celestial."
Do I know anything about that title?
Make a history check.
Seven.
No.
I think I'll pick it up, and I know Soul's not here, but I think I'll go look, as if I was going to look for her. She seems like she'd be the one to know about this. If it doesn't kill me when I pick it up.
And as you start making your way back to the door, you hear the soft flapping sound of wings, but you can't discern its origin. A single peach of parchment blows off the top of a bookshelf, spirals lazily in the air, and lands gently at your feet.
Nope, don't like that. Off of the bookshelf, you said?
Yep.
The long bookshelf or this one over here?
This one.
I'll go inspect.
But it's at your feet. No, you don't need it didn't fall at the base of the bookshelf. It flew through the air and just landed at your feet.
All right, I'll pick it up.
Awesome.
Yeah, sounds awesome.
Appendix F. I have to go find it now. Awesome.
Oh, you should put it in the journal.
Sight.
Caraxes, what do you hear?
I cannot read this.
We've run into this with everything from
Oh,
every
yeah.
note in Curse of Strahd.
I'm gonna see if I can find it online.
Oh gosh.
And listen to it.
My knights have
Good
fallen,
lord.
and this land is lost. The enemies of my
Hey, let me read it.
All right.
Like the parchment says, "My knights have fallen, and this land is lost. The armies of my enemy will not be stopped by sword or spell, claw or fang. Today I will die, not avenging those who have fallen, but defending that which I love, this valley, this home, and the ideals of the Order of the Silver Dragon." Is that the whole thing? Yeah, no, there's more. The evil surrounds me. The time has come to throw off this guise and show these heathens my true, fearsome form. Let it spark terror in their hearts. Let them tell their stories of dark triumph against the protector of the Balanok Mountains. Let Argynvostholt be remembered as a dragon of honor and valor. My one regret is that my remains will not lie in the rightful place, in the hallowed mausoleum of Argynvostholt. No doubt my bones will be scattered among my enemies like the coins of a plundered horde, trophies of a hard-won victory. I do not fear death. Though my body will die, my spirit will live on. Let it serve as a beacon of light against the darkness. Let it bring hope to a land wrought with despair. Now to battle! And then it's just the letter A, which stand for Argynvostholt. Or Argynvost, I mean.
Okay. Yeah, I'm taking that. I'm taking that too when I take the book to someone a bit more intelligent.
And then you would see that there's a broken part of the wall on this part of the room that Syraxis ignored.
Yeah, Ragnar's gonna ignore it for the time being too.
I figured.
He's not gonna try to mess with that while carrying this book and stuff. He's gonna make his way back through here, kind of looking for Soul, but not seeing Soul. Head to Orden and show Orden the book and the note.
I'm gonna see what I make of this. Not much.
Should we show Rajin?
I think he'd like to know about this.
Caraxes, where's Rajin?
So Syraxis hears you through the door, and he'll open it up and kind of look around and see that Orden is. He'll see everyone over there, and he would turn over to Rajin, and he'd say, "Oh, it is our friends." And he would look at the book, and he'd sniff it, and he would say, "I don't know." Like he wouldn't really look at it, but he'd look over at Rajin to.
Oops, I didn't. Oh well. There's another staircase.
I mean, we
there.
all knew those were stairs, Derek.
It also goes up.
Cool.
Ragnar will pass the note and the book to Rajin and see what he makes of it.
Raging will take the note and read through it. Yes. It seems that if Argynvost was indeed a silver dragon, then he lived by his code. They are righteous indeed, silvers.
So why do you think, if this was his place and those were his knights, why do you think none of them were standing for what he stood for?
They are broken in spirit. They followed him. They must have loved him. They have seen the mighty brought low.
But they keep saying he's gone. Don't you think they should either be finding him or honoring his memory?
Well, they've seen him die. There's not really much coming back from that.
The hope is broken, indeed.
Arden, if you watched Strahd kill one of us, what would you do?
I'd want revenge against him, of course.
Exactly. And yet they're doing nothing.
Maybe they can't. Maybe they're stuck here. Remember, this is Ragnar talking, right?
Yes.
Remember how Rose and Thorn were stuck in their mansion? They couldn't leave.
These aren't ghosts, though. Or not all of them, anyways.
They're more skeletal beings, yeah.
You don't know all undead.
I'm not saying I do. I'm just saying that the other two were ghosts. They couldn't leave for that reason. They were tied to that place.
Maybe it's because they don't have a leader anymore. Maybe they're
Good choice of beer.
Okay.
Interrupting Derek.
Thanks, Derek. Maybe they need to be reminded
Fucking rude.
of what he was. Like, how long ago could he have died? This place looks awful. It must have been a long time ago.
Date, Derek, what's the date stamped on the envelope of the letter?
Is there one? there isn't one?
We have been told that Strahd has been here for many centuries. I imagine when he conquered these lands, that would have been when this place fell.
Well, if it's been several centuries, they probably don't even remember what their master stood for. All they have inside them is that aching loneliness.
Perhaps they had never faced loss before. And when you find that, when you have never faced it, and it comes, your spirit is broken. They are broken indeed.
Should one of you step up and be the leader, try to help them?
I'm not going to lead a bunch of people instead of the dragon. Like, I know how to inspire common people, but not soldiers. And I'll just look to Rajan.
Aren't soldiers just common people fighting for something they believe in?
I mean, I'm sure their stat block is different, according to Derek.
If these knights are indeed knights, then they would have swore vows. They would perhaps withhold a code or uphold a code of some sort. But maybe that code is changed from when they were living.
Then how do we
You think we
remind them
can-
of the code?
Maybe we have to remind them of Argynvostholt.
Yes.
Any idea of how to do that? I mean, they're already living in his castle. And yet, nothing.
I'm going to turn to Syraxis. Do you have anything that could possibly make Brazian turn silver?
And he would look at his spell list in his brain, his little. He would also mention that the letter talked about excuse me. The letter talked about how that Argynvostholt
Haagen-Dazs.
isn't
Nope.
Huh? No, I
Argynvostholt.
said Argynvostholt. Some antics, potato. He would say that Argynvostholt mentioned how like his
Saying it
bones
different
can't
every
lay to rest, where a big old fucking dragon dude doesn't have his bones here, but we know that his bones are at the
Wrong button.
Castle Ravenloft.
Yes, we did see.
So
his
can we
skull.
make an argument to the knights? Yeah. So like maybe that's enough to get the knights to turn back to the ways and get their retribution that they deserve.
That's a good idea.
You know, let's storm the castle and get the bones.
Maybe they'll help us.
Also, no, I can't turn rage and silver.
Cool. That's a good idea.
Can you turn yourself silver though?
I could turn myself invisible, and you could like pour silver paint on me.
Do you not have
But also, I think if they saw me, they'd have an issue with me and pretending to be a silver dragon.
We'll put you on Ragnar's shoulders and put a trench coat over you.
Can we like put like a hood over them so they think it's like a dragon ghost?
Yeah.
Syraxis, that's a good idea. Not the silver invisible part, but the part about storming the castle. I think maybe they'll listen to us.
Okay, win 'em all.
We need to remind them that Strahd is as much their enemy as he is ours. They've got a personal investment in this.
So the next question
then-
is. Go ahead, Nate.
I was gonna say, and then Ray Jen can be their new master, because he's surely as powerful as Argynvostholt.
It would, our master. And he'll put his hand on your shoulder and look down at you and go, our master would not have lost that fight.
I'm not going to say anything, but he's not here right
He
now.
shakes his head.
So I guess the next question is.
Uh,
Are we going to go try to convince said knights now? Are we going to finish looking around the castle first?
Why don't we talk to them so they won't be too upset if we're poking around? The other ones downstairs seem to have a problem until we
I
calm
mean,
down.
we're already.
Well, I was referring to the ones downstairs.
Oh, well, didn't
There
Strax
are-
about these guys over here?
Yes, it seems Sir Caraxes has found more of them.
Oh. I guess that's why you didn't go into that room over there. Do we want to let
And
them
he would
know?
also mention that there's a hallway in between the rooms.
I don't know if we should... Is it clear that you're trying to suggest that we're going to flank them?
I think
it's clear that there's a possibility that we could have a plan B where we flank them.
That's smart, but the thing is that if we want to appeal to them and try to get them to trust us, it might be good if we like lay all of our cards on the table, because if they find out that we're being sneaky, they may not listen to us. That's what I've learned from dealing with people.
Mm-hmm. 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 I see what I hear what you're saying, but I don't think they're like the ones that were downstairs.
In what way?
because they're just so out of place. They're like more bony and they're not moving. Not like the ones downstairs where they were like in prayer and they kind of moved in unison. These guys were just like lounging around. And I opened up the door and I'm telling you, I was stealth when I opened up that door. And they still just like creepily all looked at me and talked to me in unison about, why are you disturbing the dead? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It's heebie-jeebieville in there.
Wait. Do you all smell that? No. Do you all taste that? It
What?
all tastes like salt.
Syraxis is salty that he got spotted.
Starts licking.
He's licking the air.
Yeah.
Well, if we're gonna know
Yeah,
that
he's
we're gonna
like,
be...
no, master, I don't taste salt. What does that mean?
Well, if they're gonna know that we're gonna try to sneak attack them anyway, then why would we do that? They'll
Just to be careful. Look, here's what we do. If we're gonna talk to them, then 2 of us go to the door and talk, and see what you're gonna say. See if you convince them. The others will go wait in the room where the hallway is. And if things go bad, if things go south, we can come rushing through and get behind them. Even if they know we're coming. I mean,
Okay,
we'll still be flanking them.
That's smart. I can talk to them. Does anyone, and then I kind of just like look at Rajin, else want to come with me?
I will stand with you. We will both talk.
Great. Sounds great, Rajin.
This is not going to turn into a fight.
Yeah.
I kind of just like eye Iris and nervously like, please help.
Oh, Iris has heard this and heard that there's potentially enemies through that door, and she's just looking at this door she's at, just staring at it as if she's trying to will it to open without touching it. Like, she looks like she wants to go in and use the spear again.
I will walk over and just push this door open.
Okay.
That's not going to work, just staring at it.
I'm just, as the player, I'm going to tell you that that's probably not a good idea.
He does it anyway.
Where'd she go? Oh, she's fine.
She's not.
Where'd she go?
She hasn't fully lost her mind. She's not fully stupid yet, but she's thinking like I'm thinking, that this may very well turn into a fight, and she's a bit excited for it. So
I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder. Give us just a minute to talk this out, okay? We can maybe end this without there being any bloodshed.
If I wasn't gonna give you a minute, I would have already rushed to that door, dearie. Go do what you've got to do, and I'll be here waiting when it fails.
It won't fail. We've got this.
When it fails.
And then I'll just like say that, and then
given the track,
I will say that, and then remember, oh yeah, Rajin's coming with me, and his frills kind of just like deflated a little bit, and he's gonna head that way.
What is Syraxis going with, the dwarves or the dragonborn?
Syrax. Oh my god, you can use your directional pad to move this guy.
What?
Oh
my gosh, I love that.
Dude, check that.
How long have we been playing this game?
Isn't that sick?
On Roll20?
I did not know that.
I don't know, maybe 2 months.
If you have a
For you.
mouse as well, you can actually do all the movement plotting. People can actually see every step.
Can't they? Because I was just under the assumption that it was like, I moved to here, and then I moved to here, and it's kind of clunky.
So Syraxis kind of wants to peek his head through the rest of the castle, but I know that would not be
Wise.
the best time for Derek. So,
Syraxis can do
in an
whatever the fuck he
attempt
wants.
to be, well, you say that, Derek, but I'm
Ragnar
trying not to get the game canceled early.
You do you, boo.
Ragnar will try to convince you that it's in your best interest and your master's best interest to stay here with us in case things go bad.
Yeah. I mean, he's gonna stick around. He's just gonna start looking at. Is there anything else in this room, Derek?
I ain't telling you until the Dragonborns do their talking. They're first.
I'm not very
Oh,
persuasive
okay.
if it matters.
Okay, so back to
It doesn't.
Orden and Orden and Rajin. How are you just busting down the door? You knocking?
I will turn to Rajin and I will just give him a stern look and I'll be like, "What are you doing, Kevin?"
How is he doing that?
I will watch him go on the roller coaster and then move me, rude.
You were the one on top.
And I will give him a stern look and kind of like we did before. We're trying this peacefully. We're gonna talk this out before we go busting in with magic swords.
Very well. I believe that this plan is sound. We try and convince them, remind them of their honorable master. I think what you might be picking up from Raging is that he sees maybe some respect for them in some way, that, or some relatability for them, in that they served a dragon and the dragon died, betrayed, defeated. Whereas obviously he's maybe felt the same thing or suffered the same thing, except he's got a way of bringing his master back. They sort of haven't. But he also knows that if this is a silver dragon, then, you know, silver dragons are good dragons. They're good aligned, and honourable. So he would maybe have a bit of respect for silver dragons.
Orden's definitely catching on to the fact that he's mentioned some stuff about his master before and how it kind of seems like his master has fallen. And he's kind of thinking to himself that maybe empathy is the way that he needs to go to get Rajin to calm down a little bit. So he opens the door, not like he's busting in or anything, just as someone normally opens a door, and he'll step in and he will do a very curt little bow to these skeletal figures. Hail and well met, Knights of Argynvostholt. And I'll wait for them to say anything.
The one at the head of the table here, he would stand up, do a great gracious bow to you as well, and would also say exactly what he said to Syraxis. Why do you, the living, disturb the dead?
Well, it's because, first of all, we hate the fact that you're suffering the way you are, and we think that we might be able to help you. And second, we think we might have a common enemy that can help you get your rest. And I will, my name is Ordenthek Stoutskin. I'm a dragonborn, but I don't know much about the ways of dragonkind. And I will, turn to Rajin and watch him introduce himself.
I am Raging Sora. I am the scion of a great bronze dragon. I am one of his followers as you are of Argynvost, a mighty silver.
Go ahead.
I believe Odin here is of the ilk of Melis, the Red Queen, a proud sort, but fierce and loyal. That's
He
complete
would.
lie. Anyway.
He would respond. I am Sir Godfrey Gwilm. I am one of the captains of Argynvost, the one of those that did not fall in the battle with the Dark One. What business do you have here in Argynvostholt?
We're seeking.
have-
Sorry, you go ahead.
Okay, sorry. We are seeking allies of those that may stand against Strahd and take vengeance. We are, and I'll look to my right to Odin. We are dragons of such ilk and follow the creed of our dragons, our masters, be it defend the weak or destroy tyranny. We have come and we are here to do such deeds. It is believed that Argynvost, being a mighty silver, would also follow this creed and wish for it to be so. So we are here seeking the knights of him.
Yes. Long ago, Argynvost stood as the sole beacon of hope and light in Barovia. We fought day in and day out against the evils that of Strahd and of Barovia, but it our efforts proved fruitless and helpless. Argynvost, he fell in a great battle long ago. I can sense that his spirit isn't at rest, and I am in my three revenant followers here at this table, wish that somehow he can be laid to rest. Only then will the Order of the Silver Dragon finally be able to move on and be at peace.
What would we need to do to put him at rest?
He would go on to pretty much give you the whole backstory of Argynvost. Like long ago, when Strahd was driving his enemies into the valley, determined to annihilate them, the last thing he expected to encounter was the Silver Dragon, Argynvost, who had come to the valley years earlier. Like many silver dragons, Argynvost was extraordinarily wealthy and was comfortable living among humans while disguised as one of them. He used the resources to attract other champions of good and valor to join the prestigious Order of the Silver Dragon. Only those who were initiated into the Order were told of Lord Argynvost's true nature and his true form. During the war between Strahd and his foes, the Order of the Silver Dragon drove away malefactors searching for the Amber Temple. But even with the early victories, the Order didn't win. And Strahd finally, after a century long of constant fighting, finally slew Argynvost. They believe that, or Goodwin believes that Strahd and his followers took the bones of Argynvost and have them spread throughout the valley as trophies, as and just and to make sure that Argynvost never rests. And neither does the order.
Well, we know where one of them is. And then I'll turn to Rajan again.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you. We have been.
God bless America.
We have been inside Castle Ravenloft. There, we saw the skull of your master. It is on show for his pleasure.
It is as I fear.
Come with us and reclaim the bones of your master and put him to rest.
We unfortunately cannot leave this castle. We are bound to it in an eternal damnation. We fight endless battles against those that constantly come to desecrate the sanctity that was once Argynvost's stronghold.
If we brought you the skull, do you think that would help him feel a little bit more at rest? We don't know where the rest of the bones could be.
You would see a glimmer in his eyes. I do believe that bringing the skull here would help. I do not know exactly what needs to be done, and I cannot offer any guidance on putting us to rest.
Sir Quillum, would you happen to know if you have anything that could help us in this? Like, we know you can't leave, but is there anything in this mansion that could help us get in and out with the skull?
What was that question?
He's basically asking in a very polite way, does he have any gear for us?
He does not, but he will give you a warning. Be wary of those you find in this castle. My dear friend Vladimir prowls these halls in a blind rage. He does not sense that Argynvost's spirit is in dismay.
Derek.
Yes.
He's talking to us.
Yes.
And he starts talking about Vladimir Horngard.
Yes.
Has he noticed the greatsword that I'm carrying?
Wait a minute.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
I totally forgot. Let me see.
What's his passive perception?
I'm looking that up.
I mean, his passive perception's got to be higher than 28, right, Nate?
Obviously it
apparently.
is.
No, his passive perception is 13.
Not 28.5.
Yeah, no, that checks out.
They have motion detectors, not sword detectors.
Mm-hmm.
These aren't metal detectors. Just don't move the sword.
He would start mentioning Vladimir Horngard and then would look down at the great sword that is. Do you have it holstered, or are you like holding it at your side?
Oh, he's carrying it by the blade just below the guard.
He's flaunting it.
It's almost like a walking. Not a walk. It's not quite a walking stick, but you know, it's almost carrying it like a staff with the handle up.
Like you would see,
yeah,
he would just.
It's a big ass flex.
Yeah, yes. He would just stop dead mid sentence, and just in sheer shock. So, you have met my dear Vladimir.
Were you the knight that he was talking about?
Yes. Me. Aww. Yes. Long when Strah defeated Argynvostholt, this enraged the spirit of Vladimir, who is the greatest of our order. He returned as a revenant and swore an oath of vengeance, to avenge the destruction of the order. Him and his followers that remained as revenants killed many of Strahd's soldiers, and whenever the knights were cut down, their spirits found new corpses to inhabit. That night there, that you have certainly defeated, is one of many that Vladimir has possessed.
If we were to help you all, would that help Vladimir also?
I am almost certain of it. If Argynvostholt can be put to peace, then that only means that the order that follows him can also be at peace.
Orden is going to just walk over to him, and he will hold his hands like just up here like this. I promise that we're going to put you to peace, and that he won't have to suffer anymore.
And then we'll take a short pause and go over to our friends in the room to the east. Ragnar and Iris, you're standing at the doorway here. You can see that this 5-foot opening at the base of it is just like has fallen a massive iron door, and what lays inside is...
This would have gone well if things went bad in the other room. Thanks, Caraxus.
The walls of this room are the walls of this room are lined with lead. Empty chests and shattered vases lie strewn upon the floor, their contents all plundered. This was the what was once the vault of Argynvostholt.
Ragnar is gonna turn and just glare daggers at Caraxus when he sees in this room. Like, really, he would have probably already gone around and been at the other door. But I think that while this conversation's happening, he's gonna go over to Caraxus and be like, "You said these rooms connected."
And Straxus, he'd be looking at this door, and he'd turn around and he would say, "Don't they?"
And Ragnar's gonna grab you by the loincloth and try to drag you over to the doorway and show you, like, Ragnar's pissed.
All right, well, Straxus would get out of his loincloth as you start trying to drag him. And he's looking at us, no. And, oh, you're right, Derek. I'll do this. And he'd look over here. And you would see shock on his face. He was like, he would just look around, and he'd start like looking for, like, I don't know, secret doors or something like that. And he was like, he's just baffled. He was like, I really thought they would have connected. I peek my head through rooms. I don't go in. Just in case, Derek.
You're looking for since you're looking for secrets, make perception check. You don't fight a goddamn thing. You are certain this is now an empty one way out in and one way out room.
Yeah. And as he would notice that there's no way out, he would look over to Ragnar and he would say, "We need to go to the other door in case something happens." And then he'd scurry over. And he'd try dragging Ragnar by the loincloth that he is holding, which once was Syraxis's.
As soon as, like, Ragnar's probably already thrown the loincloth at you, just kind of looking down at his hand disgustedly. Let's get two things straight. First of all,
That's your move, bud.
never, never remove your loincloth in front of others. Ever. Trust me, I would know. I'm wearing one too. Second, don't tell us that a room connects to another room where we can set up to protect our friends if you haven't checked yet.
Now, I did say, and this is at this point, there's no sense in arguing about it. But I did say I think the rooms connected.
You sounded pretty sure to me. And he's gonna walk out the door.
Did Iris just walk out
it's
like
not
this?
I'm an architect.
Oh yeah, Iris has, especially hearing that those don't connect, Iris is making her way to this door. She probably beat the other two here.
Okay, now back to the conversation with Orden and Rajin as the party comes to the door. Did you want
How
to
much
say
of that
anything?
did we hear, Derek?
Probably a third of it, the last third. So you would get to the doorway and you would sense that there's no fighting going on, and the spirit or the undead beings here are not being hostile.
Mm-hmm.
But I had previously I had held his hands and said that I promised that we were going to figure out a way to put all of them to rest so that they can be together again.
And Sir Godfrey would bow his head a little bit. I do have hope for you. If what you say is true, and you have seen some bones of Argynvostholt, and you have been inside Castle Ravenloft, that means that you have done something the Order could not. Nobody who enters that castle ever gets out alive. You must have quite exceptional luck about you to get in and out unscathed.
We are blessed by our masters, as you all once were, I'm sure.
If we help you after this, can we count on you to help us in the fight against Strahd? Or will you be going to rest also?
The moment you lay Argynvostholt to eternal rest, we will also go to our eternal rest and peace. We will no longer be on this plane of existence.
Well, it's not, and I'll turn to Rajin. It's not exactly what we came here for, but I don't think we can leave them the way they are. Do you?
It is a shame that they cannot stand and fight for the vengeance or the creed of their master. But I would be willing to help set free their souls.
Then we'll do what we can. We'll figure out a way to get in and take Argynvost's skull back, and we'll bring it back to you.
Good luck. And he would sit back down in his chair.
I'm gonna go over to Rajin. Didn't you say that red dragonborns were just evil and destructive? How is me being part of that creed supposed to help?
Yes, they like to dominate.
I don't think that was a very good argument, is what I'm saying.
They might not have known that, though.
Is Strah-
Are y'all having this conversation in that room?
it's when we walk out. Is Syraxis still hanging dong?
Yes.
I'm
I
just
thought he
gonna
rolled. I forgot he rolled perception earlier. I thought he rolled perception to find out if he was.
I'm just gonna stare at you guys and be like, "What happened in the other room?"
That's fun.
Taraxis, have you been playing with your goose again?
Because no, Master Ragnar stripped me.
No, I did not. That is not true at all. No.
Ragnar, do you know how old he
He
is?
ripped it right off of me.
Ragnar,
Oh, Ragnar, congratulations
he's
on...
but 17.
Oh, maybe not congratulations.
I am Master. I'm a whole 17.
Did you know there's?
I didn't
Did you
know?
know? Did you know that that hallway does not connect at all to this room? Did you know that?
Oh,
And how did that lead to Syraxis getting...
Did you know that there's no doors to connect to the room to fulfill the plan that we put together?
And so your solution was to take his loincloth.
That was his solution. I think he was planning to knock a hole in the wall or something.
Ragnar, it is wise for you to wash your hands thoroughly afterwards.
I might be. I'm. Okay. Yes, I shall.
Oh, Jesus.
Look, and he'll come and take it out of your hand and throw it against the wall and probably just stick to the wall.
Oh, Ragnar is not holding this. If he's already thrown it at Caraxis in the other room, so if he didn't pick it up, it's stuck to the floor in the other room.
To his back.
no, he,
So Syraxis is now going naked the entire rest of the campaign.
no. He's basically naked anyway. He's got like a little lizard penis. Like it sucks up inside of him. It's not like he's hanging dong. He's hanging dingleberries.
What have I done?
So that's a good place to take a break, right?
I think
Yeah.
I think we need a break after that. I know I'm crying, so. All right, y'all. We're gonna go process the terrible mistake that Ragnar's made while we have a 10-minute break. Use the restroom, wash your loincloths and your hands, and make sure you're fully clothed when you come back. We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
time to panic.
And we're back for more Curse of Strahd. I'm going to be here, but I'm going to put up this great art that Ray made for me because I'm going to finish my snack while we play. So, Derek, it's all yours.
Actually, it's all yours. Where are you going from now? Or from here?
I'll probably explain what you guys have missed, the 2/3 that you missed, and how we essentially need to go back into Castle Ravenloft to get the skull. And I'll cut. Where's Sir Axis at? Is he over here still?
I'm right here.
Sir Axis, do you think you could turn us invisible enough for us to get in?
How many of who is us?
I'm not entirely sure. We need to think about that.
Where are we trying to go?
Ravenloft again.
What?
Castle Ravenloft, Strahd's house.
That's what I thought you said. So, for the dragon skull?
Well, if we don't get the dragon skull, then we can't put them to rest. And there's not really any gain from it, but Ration's on board.
So, okay. So we're gonna turn invisible, sneak into the Emperor of Evil's house, and just take his dragon skull, put it in my loincloth, and leave?
I was thinking more if we could find something like a bag of holding, maybe. That could probably work. We haven't had much luck finding much around here, but maybe someone in Balaki will be selling it since we're no longer wanted.
Yeah, trust me, it's not going to be fitting in that thing.
That holding holds everything.
No, you think Ragnar's pointing at Carax's loincloth.
Gotcha.
Odin, you think that we can find a bag of holding when we cannot find some studded leather armor for this one? We pointed to Carax's.
I don't know. Is there any other way we could get it out of there? Can you guys teleport?
No. I can turn one of us invisible.
I can call a horse if that would help any.
You keep trying to use that horse and it never works out.
I want to use a horse.
It's like I just envision Orden just uses Call Steed on the long travels throughout the country.
He just wants to use this horse so bad. He hasn't gotten the chance yet.
After our last escape, I believe that I've been able to channel more of my master's power. I may be able to turn us all invisible.
So if we can get in, how will we get the skull out?
I do not know.
Here's a bit of a crazy idea.
All right, we're all for it.
Can we tunnel under the castle?
Oh no.
Do you want to spend a year digging a hole?
Well, actually, Derek, kobolds are particularly good diggers.
Fine. Do you want to spend 6 months digging a hole?
I believe it is solid stone, correct?
And if you say anything about dwarves digging holes, I'll punch you in the face.
Is that a racy thing?
Caraxis, I don't think that you can dig quickly through stone.
No, not stone. I just figured that's where you guys would come in. I guess there is a basement there. That wouldn't be too helpful.
Okay, assuming that we did that, what would we do?
Well, I mean, assuming that we could get past the stone, which is obviously going to be the difficult part of that, we would just roll the skull out through the giant hole. I mean, hey, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. I'm just no, I've always thought that like there's no such thing as a bad idea when we're brainstorming.
Well, there is. There is now.
You also
gonna-
do know that
I'm gonna go
the dragon-
search.
You also do know that the dragon's skull is not round.
Yeah, we got
Like
these
their skull.
things, and I'll point to my horns.
And Strex is just kind of like looks at his feet and like scratches the back of his neck and just kind of shrugs. And he's like, I thought it was a fun idea. That's fine. Like if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. I'm gonna go over here and like look through the rubble. Maybe there's something over here.
Did you any look at Ragnar and Iris? Was there not one more thing that you wish to wrap up? Your brother.
Our brother isn't here. Don't we have to go to that other temple or whatever to find him?
Well, the Knights of Argynvostholt, they were trying to protect that place to stop anyone from going into it. And Ben Richten told us very explicitly not to go there unless we were 100% sure. Are we 100% sure that that's where we need to go?
Oh, I'm going there. One way or the other. To find me brother and put a stop to this. But it doesn't have to be now, if we're not ready. Or if there's something else that I need to help you all with.
Maybe we can find something that can help us there. I know that we came here looking for something that would help us take down Strahd. But it's possible. At the very least, maybe there'll be something that could help us take down Strahd there.
So are you saying that we're ready to go there?
I mean, we face everything that's coming at us without too much trouble, except for the one time, and I'll just kind of like avert my eyes from Ragnar.
I just love how you go places hoping to get magic items. You search entire castles except for the few rooms where the magic items are, and they just go, all right, we didn't find anything, let's leave.
The knight said that there wasn't anything here, so maybe there'll be something better at the Amber Temple.
Should we go on the words of the knights, or should we go ahead and search what rest of the rooms we can?
I don't think that it would hurt at all to look around here a little bit. Maybe there'll be something that'll help us get the skull out.
Syrax is finally opening that room.
Oh, I'm trying, man.
Make a perception check and stealth check. You're super sneaky. Rich drapes, faded by time and neglect, hide the windows of this otherwise empty room.
Huh.
You get this. Since you wrote a very good perception check. You get the smell of a dragon in here.
He smells himself.
Oh, no. I don't smell that great.
It's like it's slightly faded due to time, but you can definitely smell that there's huge dragon coming from this room.
Say the thing about the drapes one more time, Derek.
Rich drapes, faded by time and neglect, hide the windows of this otherwise empty room. So they're covering the windows.
He would speak a Draconic, and he would say, hello, are you here? My name is Syraxis.
You get nothing.
Can I search the room?
That was...
Or is that what the...
Yeah, that's part of it. You just the dragon is gone. You can just smell you get the scent of dragon. Not currently
I need to
here,
go up.
but
Dragons
in
are
the
up.
past.
Oh, I think Syraxis is going that way.
Yeah, you would see. Oh, man, he would. So what he would do is he would take a big whiff of these drapes, and then he would scurry out, and he would go up these stairs.
Okay.
It's a good stuff.
Somebody fed him something that he shouldn't have had. He's running around like a madman.
And then you can scroll your map up to the next level.
He's kind of always like that region.
And you are now
No,
here.
He usually just
He's on
waits
the
till you're
sauce.
gone.
Usually. And then Straxus
Kevin,
would.
stop.
Where you go?
I lost my tokens.
He would.
And you're
He
opening the door?
Yeah, just go opening up the door.
Okay.
Probably should have checked for traps or something, but I know I saw a dragon here when we first came in. Maybe Nathan the player, is just making that up.
No, you definitely saw something.
Not that.
Okay,
You saw like a shadow when we first
Yeah.
entered.
You are now on the roof of the mansion. 43. There you see a large 20-foot diameter hole in the middle of the roof, which was directly above the hallways that you were in before. You see on either peak of the castle towers. What are they? Q45. They are ancient ballista, rotted by time and weather, stand behind battlements on this tower rooftop.
They're
And
probably
then
unstable.
perched on the very peak of the castle is a dragon statuette, just perched over the roof.
Straxus wants to look through this door.
49.
Is this a fireplace?
Yeah, 49. Yeah,
Like
it's the
here,
chimneys, I think.
right here, the parapet narrows to a width of 10 feet, ending before a sturdy wooden door set into the wall of the eastern tower. You go to open the door, and it doesn't move from the inside. You can tell that it's barred from the inside. And give me one second.
Yeah, go ahead.
What do they do?
No, Derek's got his Rolodex out.
Give me 1 second. Hold on. Okay.
What is with you in the Rolodex?
Okay. And, you just see two arrows coming from either tower, like that are the north and south of this doorway.
Mhm.
Two arrows come flying at you and just go whizzing by your head coming from either side.
Can I see where they came from specifically?
How high up are they? They're from 80 feet above you.
Oh, are they continuously firing?
If you stay there.
Oh shit. All right. Sex is going to back up then. And would he see like the rest of the party kind of coming up the stairs at this point?
Yes.
He'd run up to Ray Jin, and he would point over at the door, and he would say, there has to be something in there. I know I saw a dragon when we first got here, sir. Master, I smelt a dragon in the room.
You smell.
Just under. I smelt it with my own nostril, and he'd accidentally stick his finger in his nose. But like you can see that he's like frantic, but also like so excited because, as far as he's concerned, there's a possibility for him to meet a real dragon today. And he would say it was in the room. It was faint, but in the room that Ragnar, Iris, and I were hiding in when we were going to help ambush. That's not the point. There was a room in there, and it smelled like dragon. And something's in this room, and it's important for us.
Very well. What do you need?
I need those arrows not to hit me. And I need to be in this room, but it's barred from the inside, I believe. Derek, do I see any windows or anything around?
Like right here in... Oops, let me reveal the other one. It's like, whoop, that's not reveal.
Well, you are fucking up, bud.
And right here, you see that they're little... They're the little... Not windows, but kind of slits in the wall where they can fire arrows through them.
Is this door made of wood?
Yes.
Was it?
You said.
I didn't say it was made of wood. Oh yeah, it is wood. Sturdy wooden door.
Okay. Well, I think I know a way in. And how close do you need to get before they start attacking? Did we see that?
Once you're in range, they're firing.
What is range, though? Did we see, like, if Strah stood here, that they started shooting?
I just ran up to the door.
Hold on, let me see.
At very least, you have to be at the door.
Oh, perfect.
Can you see through the door?
No.
So is there any cracks in the door to possibly see through, Derek?
No, it is solid.
If it's okay with you, then I will go ahead and stand right here, and I will use my Flame Breath. And that is a 15-foot wide cone. And do I need to roll damage on that?
Does a 14 hit, or does a 14 hit?
Hold on.
Obviously, no.
It's been so long, I don't remember what I even roll.
I think it's a dex save based for the
12.
door.
It's a 12. Can I use my inspiration to make... I think we've had this conversation. Can I use my inspiration to make them roll at disadvantage?
Your AC is not 12.
Oh, wait. I thought... Never mind. No, it does not hit.
Derek, can we see into these? Can we see through the arrow slits?
It's like every time they fire an arrow, you'll just see them pop their head up and shoot the arrow and then pop back down.
So something's in there.
Yep. Yeah, they look very similar to the things that were gang-banging Syraxis in that one hallway.
Okay. And we can see into it, though?
Yes.
Okay. And does it look like this tower or this place is connected to this place? Like, is it a wall between the two?
Oh, wait, I'll show you. If that's what you're asking.
There we go.
Yeah, so it looks like potentially like here and here are connected. Okay. Okay, I guess I'll just say Caraxis, come with me.
Yes, sir. I'm coming.
We'll see you on the other side. And
Oh, I love this part.
maybe I'll just tell Auden to take a step back, just briefly.
Is this before or after I use my flame breath?
You called yours first, so I mean, if that works, then that works, and maybe I won't do what I was going to do. So, yeah, I'll let you do your flying breath first.
Does that do anything, Derek?
Like how much damage would it do?
Hold on. 3d6. Oh, it's. Oh, never mind. It's still 3d6, I believe. It does 7 damage.
You would see that on the outside of this door. You can see that it has burnt the door, but it is still standing. Like you just charred the door.
Is Anvi still around?
No. He could be if we wanted him to be, but at the moment he's not.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think it's necessarily useful to waste Anvi for a door, but maybe.
I mean, I can still flame breath it a little bit if we need to. It's not like my flame breath can be used for anything useful.
Yeah, because we all know that anime fire does nothing.
It doesn't. All right, I'm gonna charge up and do another one at it for 10 more.
Are these arrows? They're coming from these towers.
Yes.
I mean, Orden has a shield and Iris has a shield. We could attempt to shield whoever's trying to knock the door down if we wanted to do that, instead of wasted flame breath. But that's...
Literally, my flame breath is useless though, so I'm fine using that.
Exactly. It's useless.
Well, let's see what this does, and then we'll attack as needed.
You have wasted 2 flame breaths
Cool.
on this door.
I'm telling you, the flame breath doesn't do anything.
It hurts people.
Not really. It never works.
It should burn wood too, but
Yeah,
but like a sturdy reinforced door, it isn't gonna burn immediately.
Oh, it's one of them fire doors. You have to hold a flame to it for at least 45 minutes.
Okay, how long do we have?
It's an OSHA requirement.
Like castle doors are pretty flame retardant.
So, yeah, I'd be willing to listen to your plan now, Nathan.
So, Iris and Orden both have shields, and we could attempt to block the arrows while someone tried to knock the door down.
Let's go.
Or Rajin could do his plan.
Well, yeah, if Rajin can get us in while you guys try to break it in from down. But if we can get in, we could just unlock the door from the inside.
That's a smart idea. Let's do that.
Auden, take a step back. Or 3 steps back.
Yeah, he does.
And he'll like scoop up Caraxis in his arms, under his arm, and he's gonna move to this side because he wants to jump this way. So he's gonna run this way, and as the arrows fly at him, he's gonna cast Thunderstep through the gap of the arrow slit into this room.
Ooh.
Sick.
Okay, so you're gonna just jump straight in there?
Yeah, we're gonna fuck him up.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna use Dimension Door instead of Thunderstep. It's the same result. As long as I can see a point inside there, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, and then I guess we'll roll initiative.
Oh shit. Do we get a surprise round? Because who the fuck does that?
Sure. Okay.
What do you say? We got some manners on this stream.
Oh, you're right.
Orden.
I apologize. I mean,
Orden,
excuse me.
Ragnar, and Iris. What are your initiatives?
We have to?
Yeah, if you're gonna be beating down a door.
Well, we're waiting on them.
Why would you be waiting?
They said they were going to go unlock the door.
Nathan, you do get sneak attack.
14 for Ragnar. Oh, if Ragnar, especially Iris, if she hears fighting, she's not waiting.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, I think what you see is
4 for Iris. Man,
go.
come on.
Dude, I got a 3. I don't want to hear it.
Iris, the one who is fuming right now and vibrating ready for battle, cannot roll a double-digit number for initiative.
She can barely roll a single digit.
Fair.
Okay, so Rajin, your first sword attack.
Oh, Caraxis attack first, not me.
Oh, Caraxis attack first. Okay.
So it would be 28 plus 20.
So
Sorry, it'd be 8 plus 20.
26 plus 18 for an 18 to hit. Okay. So it'd be
28 damage by Caraxis.
okay. All right, you stab him straight in the back, and then Rajin just comes behind him and cleaves off this spectral phantom warrior's head.
It is only 15 damage, by the way, not 30 damage.
Yep, that was still enough. And now you two are literally at the top of this tower. There's no door. You see the graveyard down below.
I'll call out.
Like here would be the graveyard.
I'll just call through the arrow slits. We have cleared here, but we cannot get through.
Well, how did whoever was shooting
go
at us
down?
get up there?
Where does it go? It just ends? It's just
It goes
stairs?
The staircase goes down.
There's no landing or anything there? It doesn't go up anymore?
Nope. Well, no, it does continue going up.
Okay. Can we see something through these slits?
Yeah, you see another phantom warrior.
Okay.
Does Syraxis and Rajin continue to go up, or what do they do? Actually, I'll let since we'll take our turn orders from starting from here. But it's Syraxis' turn. Yes, they continue to go up. Okay, you go up to there. You see a door.
Where is Syraxis? Okay. That way the stream can see it.
Okay, make your stealth check.
Can y'all hear Nate? Is
Yeah.
he talking?
Yeah.
Because I can't hear him.
I can hear you. Can't.
Nathan, just leave the call and join back in because I think this is the same thing that was happening with Tyler
That's
last week.
so
where-
weird though that it's happened. It's like it happened with
always
Tyler and then
Nathan.
Matt, and now it's me. I was wondering how Derek knew what Nate was wanting to do with no explanation.
And he'll rejoin in just a minute.
We
Needs
hope.
to get a new laptop.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, okay. We're back in business.
Okay.
Yeah.
So creaky stairs climb to a wooden landing with 3 windows that look out over the roof of the mansion. Flanking the windows are 2 narrow wooden doors, one from which you came and one more to the south. As you open you can see a spiral staircase descending downwards, and then one going upwards.
I would yell down to Rajin. We can get to the other tower from here, and we can get inside the chamber as well. Do you want me to? I'm gonna head over to the next tower and work on that phantom.
Good.
And keep your movement going.
I'll open the door.
Okay.
Can I get to there ish?
How heavy is Sir Axis?
Oh God, here we go.
I don't know, maybe 10 pounds. I don't know.
No way.
There's no way you're that light.
I don't know.
Between 25 and 35 pounds.
Okay.
Oh, he's definitely on the lighter side.
Okay. You're safe. You're good.
Do I hear anything through this door? Well, of course I do.
Make your you hear the a phantom warrior coming from below.
Ooh, get up.
And if you open the door there, boom.
I mean, I think what's that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I can only get to like right about here.
Okay. Next up is Ragnar.
Do you add Dex to? Shut up, Ray. Do you add Dex to ranged attacks?
Yes.
Are you throwing?
No, I'm shooting a crossbow. I don't think throwing a crossbow will be very effective.
No, but if you throw a hand axe or a dagger, then you can use strength instead, or a javelin.
I've got a javelin.
But can you throw it?
No, but he can.
Well, I do have a hand axe.
But can you throw it? There's 80 feet. Let's do. We have to do math here. Okay. So it's 30 feet there, 80 feet up. It's probably like 130, 120 feet ish.
Okay, so it's like a disadvantage.
Well, let me do math. Okay.
No, a hand axe doesn't go that far. It's only 20, 60 for a hand axe.
Oh, I thought you had a crossbow.
Oh,
Yeah,
crossbow.
I have a light crossbow.
Yeah.
Well, a crossbow doesn't arc. It just goes straight, wouldn't it?
I should have the range. It's from 80 to 320.
What's the square root of 7,300?
42.
You have a massive calculator sitting right in front of you, Derek.
True. It'd be 85 feet.
Yeah, I think you got that.
So if you move forward some, that would be fine.
Yeah, I'll move forward a bit. I will move forward.
Whatever.
What? Do what?
The math doesn't seem right to me, but yeah, whatever. Okay, you can throw your hand axe.
Well, I was gonna shoot my crossbow, but if I can throw my hand axe,
Yeah, fine. Shoot your crossbow.
which one can I do, Derek?
I don't know. You tell me.
The hand axe is too far.
25 for the crossbow.
Oil.
That hits. Jesus. Wait, Iris has a +6 to dexterity, or to hit with a dex weapon. Jesus.
That's Ragnar.
That's
That's
Ragnar,
Ragnar.
and I get my proficiency.
True. That hits. It would have hit regardless, even without the +6.
I cannot. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it because I'm not gonna shoot myself in the foot. But I don't. You don't get a bonus on the range for damage, right?
Yeah, dexterity.
Okay, so 5 damage.
So
Ho ho.
Poggers. Okay.
And then I will assume that might be in range, so I'll step back again.
Okay. Next up to goes Retian.
So how far is it to get to this landing up here, Derek?
It's the movements would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, like 35 to get just to the landing.
Okay. And then I'll just continue to run. So 40, 45, 50, 55.
So you're going to go down?
60. Yeah, I'm going down to
Okay.
open up the door.
The door. Gotcha. Okay. Iris.
I wish I could throw my spear up there.
Don't. You're not going to get it back.
You can throw a spear.
Yeah, but that's my special spear.
You could walk over and grab a javelin from Orman.
Not your only weapon.
Iris is going to step here and scream some dwarven word at the top of her voice. It's going to be very guttural, though. It's going to sound less like her gravelly feminine voice and more like just almost like deep speech like you've heard from her before. And she's going to cast Guiding Bolt at that guy.
Okay.
Wrong button. And does your proficiency go up at level 9? I forgot to check that.
Yeah.
By the way, Retian, you would probably technically be there.
So
Okay.
should be that. 23 to hit.
That hits.
So 4.
Stars are blasted.
6. And then I add my. Do I add to that? I ask this every time.
No.
I don't
No.
think Guiding Bolt yet anything to.
16 damage.
That's a good one.
Radiant damage, if that matters.
Boom.
And the next attack roll made against it before the start of my turn gets advantage.
Okay.
It's just it's strange though. Like when she casts this and yells this word that sounds super deep, it's almost like her holy symbol around her neck kind of goes dark, and then this blackness shoots out, and then as it gets farther away from her, it starts to brighten up before it strikes this thing. And then she'll step back too.
Orden.
Okay, I will step up to about here, and I'm going to throw a javelin at it.
How far can javelin be thrown?
120.
Gee, that's 30, 120, so it'd be at disadvantage.
Oh, sorry. Where do I need to be standing to get that?
You can't.
I can't.
Not to have a normal throw. You have to be within 30 feet,
Oh,
and the tower's 80 foot tall.
okay. Well, I get
Just jump.
regular. I get regular then because
Yeah, it's
guiding
you'd get advantage because of the guiding bolt.
Oh God, you're gonna waste my guiding bolt.
I don't know, man. Maybe I won't. Okay, here we go. Does a 13 hit?
No.
Okay, cool. Is my javelin gone?
Or Ray, what's your
Yeah.
strength?
It's not strength, it's dexterity.
No. Throwing a javelin is strength.
Oh, is it really? It's +4.
Yeah.
So 16.
Yeah, does a 16 hit?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yay.
thank goodness.
Okay, let's see what that does. You don't add proficiency, do you?
No, just your
Okay.
strength.
Okay, that is 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And Orden just kind of hucks this thing, and you probably see him with his fingers crossed, like, please work this time. And then when it hits, he seems more surprised than the enemy does. And he just turns back to Iris and Ragnar, like, did you guys see that?
You can throw another one with your multi attack.
Oh, that's true. Okay, I will do that.
And this one's at disadvantage.
Okay, that's fine. Does it only work for one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, 12.
That misses.
Okay, do I lose the javelin?
Yeah, it is stuck in the stone
Okay,
of the tower.
Maybe
80
I
feet
can get it.
above.
Maybe I can get it.
No, Ray, it comes back like Mjolnir.
No, I don't know. I wasn't sure if it like clunked and then fell into the abyss.
Okay.
I'll go
Does
ahead
that-
and do that.
And then what do you do?
I will step back here to be out of range.
The thing is, you are not out of range.
Mhm.
Well, he thinks he is.
Because they have longbows. Okay. It'd be a +2 to hit. And he's gonna shoot at Ragnar.
At disadvantage.
No.
No, it's
Wait.
not a disadvantage.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because of the Orden's aura.
Well, no, because of my. You always get that wrong. It's because of my protection.
Same thing.
It's not same thing. One's magic, one's not.
Alright. Does a 16 hit Ragnar?
I don't think so, but let me double check. No.
Okay. In Ragnar, you just see he would see an arrow come flying by his head or towards him, and he ducks, and the arrow hits the wall behind him.
He just laughs and looks up at the thing. You've got to do better than that.
And then we're back to, I think, Syraxis.
So what Syraxis is going to do is he's back up at the door. He's going to kick open the door and pull out his short bow. And he's going to stand at the top of the stairs and look down to see if he can see the specter.
And you would.
Good.
You would literally be like 5 foot above him.
Oh damn, I thought there were 30 feet from one landing to the other. Or 35.
True. But it's like you would, like, technically here is kind of there. So to get to him, you'd have to keep walking down to get to him. So,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
10,
Yeah.
and then 15 feet would be here.
You can bonus action dash to get to him.
Yeah.
Just use your short bow and Hawkeye it. Just jump off that landing, and as you're falling, loose an arrow, and then land. Do the superhero landing on the next landing.
That's what I'm trying Like that's what I want to do, but I don't think there's realistically a way to
Well,
do that.
The thing
I'll
you
do
you can get the arrow, fire the arrow, but then it'd be an acrobatics check to stick the landing.
He
oh
could do
fuck! I'll
it.
do that all day long.
I'm totally
Okay,
pushing
you'll
the.
stick the landing, fire your
I don't
arrow.
give a shit about acrobatics. Now, would this be at like advantage because he wasn't expecting me to pop in?
You kicked open the door, so you made a noise.
Yeah, but like there's a lot of commotion going on.
You'd still hear a door being kicked open above you,
That's fine.
so it's not surprised.
Maybe not. Maybe he doesn't hear it over him screaming in agony by being shot by the crossbow and hit with the javelin.
Yeah.
And then getting the other javelin like not even close to him. He's like looking down and seeing like how bad it's stuck there, and he's like, "Wow, that sucked."
And I guess since I'm down here, if that 4 piercing damage doesn't kill him, then I'll swap to my short sword again.
Nathan,
Yes.
just roll a d6.
All right, hold on.
Because all that is added is your dexterity. It's not actually rolled anything.
Oh no.
No, we had this problem before.
Oh, okay, so it'd be plus an additional extra damage.
Yeah, so just roll a d6.
It'd be 7. Okay. It's like, Siraxis, you do a cool flip as you're jumping off this little landing area. You land right next to him. You see the arrow hit him in the back of his neck, but it's not really phasing him that much. It's not doing as much damage as you'd expect it to be, since it's resistant to piercing damage from non-magical attacks.
Oh shit. That's all right. I got this.
Ragnar's turn.
Ragnar's gonna repeat the steps since he can't get in the building yet.
Derek, question.
Yo.
Had Nathan finished his turn?
Oh no! If Nathan wants to move, he can. Moving.
Well, so I feel like if I move, then he's gonna follow me, and that won't give them a shot at him at that point. But also, Rajan's opening up the door, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up the stairs. So I'll use that would be my bonus action to disengage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll run back up the stairs. And
here.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I meant.
Okay. Now, or Ragnar can unleash his arrow or his bolt.
Oh, I did it backwards. I was like, why didn't it work? 9.
That does not hit.
My crossbow bolt splits Orden's javelin in half and sticks in the wall.
Hey, I could have gotten that back.
You weren't gonna climb out on the tower for that.
You don't know.
We weren't gonna let you.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Rajan.
Rajan's gonna just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And you can see that the door is like one of those iron bars, so it's barred from the inside. So you can lift the bar open.
Yeah, he's just gonna do that and pull the door open and shout for them to get inside.
Is that all of your movement, or do you continue moving?
I mean, that was 30 feet of my movement. So if I've still got some movement left, then I would just start moving back this way.
Yeah, it's like, you can dash to get back to your location, or double move to get back to your location.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then next up is Iris.
Rajan open the door.
Yes.
Fire says 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. She's going to dash and catch up to Regin.
Okay. Orden.
I'm going to do the same thing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. And I'll be right here.
Awesome. And then the Phantom Warrior's gonna shoot. Actually.
Do it.
Let's see.
Do it.
Roll one.
Bring your shot at me.
Okay, he's gonna continue shooting at Ragnar.
I thought that was a D20. I was like, yeah, he falls out the window. And he falls out the window.
Well, it's not the slit's not large enough for him to fall out the window. It's just long enough to shoot from. That's what they're made for. But he does fall down the stairs.
Should have made a
Come. Boom. He go bye. He's tumbled down the stairs.
And takes fall damage for that, right?
Oh yeah, he's tumbled down the stairs.
Did he die from that?
No, he just tumbled down the stairs.
It'd be really funny if he died from that.
And then
Here,
he's gonna get up and then
one more time.
he's gonna run back up and use his movement to run back up.
You know, when our NPC rolls a nat 1, his crossbow breaks. When Orden rolls a nat 1, he loses his sword. When an enemy rolls a nat 1, it's like, nothing really happens.
Fine, his longbow string breaks. He can't fire his longbow. Wait, it's an ethereal longbow.
Yeah, it's not even real.
I'm just giving you crap, Derek.
I think it's not even a real longbow. It's ethereal.
This isn't even a real person.
I mean, he can also phase through walls and doors. So
Yeah.
He didn't fall down the stairs. He just phased through the stairs.
He was like, gosh.
And then he remembered, oh yeah, I don't have to do that. So he just floated back up.
Just kill this bastard, Syraxis.
But I'm missing out on dragon time.
Time is really dragging right now.
yeah.
Yeah, so he'll I guess he'll just go fucking stab the dude or some shit. So he's making his way back down the stairs. And he's gonna hit him.
Okay, roll your attack. A 12 does not hit.
Well, shit, fuck. So then I'll
Disengage and go back
disengage, yeah.
I'll move you back up there. All right, Ragnar.
10 feet. And fire again.
Okay.
Maybe I can keep his attention on me. 19.
That hits.
Nine damage.
Okay.
And Ragnar's gonna launch this crossbow bolt, finally hit again, and just yell at the top of his lungs at this thing, trying to keep its attention focused on him.
Okay. And then next up, are you gonna move back again, or are you gonna stand your ground there?
I'm gonna stand my ground here.
Okay, Syraxis.
Yes.
Ragin.
Not Syraxis, Ragin's turn. My bad. Kevin, it's your turn.
Sorry. Getting lost in the Twitch chat. Yeah, I like. There's no way down from here other than jumping off down the middle. It seems. So he's just gonna move up 5, 10,
You'll be here.
yeah, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Stop. I know Rajin is more than 50 pounds.
There we go.
Oh no, it wasn't me.
The landing where you're at creaks and groans, much like over time it has started to decay in this area. As soon as Rajin steps on this spot, make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 10.
Okay,
Oof.
you fall 20 feet back down to the floor landing right here, and you take it's d6 per 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least it's not a trap
oh my
this time.
god, 11 damage from falling.
That's all right. 7 of that is a temporary hit point anyway.
And then you look up, and now there's a hole in the landing that was above you. And Iris and Orden, you just see Rajin plummet to the ground.
Are you okay?
Is this door open? Did y'all leave this door open?
Yes.
Ragnar sees it and is like, at least I'm not the only one that falls off stairs. I mean, I was pushed.
You weren't pushed.
I have a bruised knee, so Rajin's like, "Ugh. Be careful of the landing ahead."
And you can continue your movement. Get up and then continue your movement.
Yeah, dust himself off
Movement, yeah.
and move back to there. That's it.
Iris.
I want to get to this guy, so I have to go all the way up.
Yep, you have to get to. This is the door.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, which would put me here. 25, 30, 35, 40,
move.
45, 50, 55, 60. Patience, Derek. Patience. Okay. Patience, precious patience. Nate, that's 60? A Lord of the Rings joke.
He knows about that.
Yeah. That's Gollum.
Is that 60
Yay.
feet?
Yeah, 60.
Okay. Orden.
Okay.
Unless you want to count it like I can measure it with the ruler, because I think it's less than that. But I figure you want to go by like actual rules.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
And Orden and Iris, you'd get there and you would see just a hole where Rajin fell through.
I'm going to turn to Iris. We have pretty bad luck with this kind of stuff. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I'm going to kill that bastard.
Iris, if I throw you, do you think you can make it across this?
Is this whole thing gone? Or
No,
is there...
just that 5 foot by 5 by 5 area for right now.
So there's a spot
for right now.
Yes. But the thing is...
see, if Derek wouldn't have said for right now, I would have just been like, yeah, it's fine.
Well, then you're like, yeah, it's fine.
Oh, it's too late. And Orden's saying something too.
What's that?
I said, and you're saying something too.
Well, I was just saying, like, why don't I just throw her over here? It was a suggestion.
Toss me.
Okay. And I will pick her up, give her a little swirl around, and then throw her in that direction. How do I throw in this situation?
Can you toss 15 feet, this dwarf 15 feet?
I don't see why not. I'm super strong.
The dwarf has been tossed.
Yay. Play the other clip, Nathan.
I can't find it. That's why I played that one.
I cannot jump the distance. You're going to have to toss me.
We probably could have jumped the distance or just walked it, but this is more fun. And
right.
I will stay here for the time being.
Okay. Phantom Warrior is gonna roll. And stupid Ragnar and miss again. Right, Syraxis.
Would I see? Would I
Orton
see
tossing
Iris?
Iris? Yes.
Straxus would look to Iris and say, "Do you want this one?"
If he's still there, I'll kill him.
And he would say, "Well, just don't get too overzealous with it." And he'd kind of do a nervous chuckle. And do the stairs go up again, Derek?
Yeah. It looks like there's a break here, but they do continue going up.
Straxus wants this fucking dragon. He's gonna go up the stairs.
I want that.
I wants it, and I needs it.
You would get up here. 53. Wooden stairs climb to the tower's peak, which has a stone floor and 30-foot high pitched roof.
Uh-oh.
Ravens roost on crisscrossing rafters, coming and going through small holes in the roof. 10-foot high, 5-foot wide arched windows are evenly spaced around the walls. Each window consists of a lead latticework fitted with small panes of transparent glass. To the north and east lie a mist-shrouded valley with dark... well, no, that's if you look out the windows. Never mind. All right.
Well, you know I'm going to look out the windows.
All right. To the north and east lies a mist-shrouded valley with dark woods, a small town, and a lonely windmill on a precipice, which you know would Valaki in the windmill. To the south, a river flows through a foggy marsh, which leads to Berez. To the west, between rocky hills, you glimpse an abbey at Kresk, perched on a snowy mountainside beyond a long stretch of fog-smothered pines. So you see the whole goddamn country from here.
Wow. Yeah, so Strexus would run up here, and he'd once he'd get here and notice it's just a bunch of crows, he would be really disappointed.
It's ravens. Get it right.
They're little tiny dragons.
Yeah, he'd go over and he'd look at the windows, and he'd maybe go to pet a crow or something, and then he would just kind of sit down for a second.
Ragnar's turn.
Also, the windmill. I can see my house from here.
Ragnar, kill it. Kill it.
Ragnar is going to attempt to kill it, which is probably going to make Iris mad, but, whatever. 18.
That hits.
Eight damage.
Oh my god, that's enough. That's exactly what you need to kill it.
Nice.
And that's piercing damage, is that your set is resistant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He only had 4.
All right. I imagine this crossbow bolt sailing through this parapet. Excuse me.
God bless you. God bless America.
Bless you.
Anyways, and it hits the spectral being in the forehead. Normal person it would stick there, but it just goes through and just that thing just disappears. And then the crossbow bolt goes sailing through the other side. I don't know.
And I think this is actually a good place to end the sessions, since we are now out of combat.
Can I check the roosters real quick?
You mean the ravens? They're ravens, brother.
But are they roosting?
Yeah, they're roosting.
Okay, then I'm gonna check the roosters.
They are just watching you, just intently watching you. They're not moving. They're just sitting on their perches, keeping an eye on you.
Yeah, but there's no magical items or studded leather.
Make a perception check.
I did. It was 23.
Oh no, there's not.
He sits down again.
It's like you never went to the shop in Valaki. You could have bought some while you were there.
I was on a mission, Derek. I didn't even know if we were supposed to be there or not.
We'll go back, we'll get the studded leather, and then we will go and get a bag of holding, which they will have.
Praxis this whole time has been asking for a studded letter, so he just gets like a bedazzled stationery. I thought this is what you wanted.
And he's like, today's armor is brought to you by the letter C.
For the person that brought me this freaking thing. All right. Anybody have any parting words before we end up?
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
Anybody got anything they want to plug or anything of that nature?
I actually might be coming out of left field here. I would like to plug this really cool Twitch channel, Dimension 119. Really
I've
cool.
heard of those
Everyone's
people.
I'm not a big fan. They're kind of cringe.
They are a bit weird, but
Yeah, that guy that's playing a woman is really weird.
Which one?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I plugged my podcast a few times. I'm not feeling it today. I'll leave that one alone.
I'll plug it then in the chat with our new thing.
Oh, damn, that's right. We got a command. Yeah, I have a
New-
podcast, and what's it? All my current episodes that I've recorded or released. The last one was with Nate, and I thought it was a great conversation. And we're looking to have a bunch more like that. So, I actually here's something about the podcast. Yeah, I'm talking to a I don't know if he's a pastor or preacher or anything like that, but I'm going to see if I can get him on the podcast. And we're going to talk about some of the Old Testament stories, because a lot of them are like, wow, God's being a real dick there. But I'm curious if there's like different meanings that are interpreted from those Old Testament stories, depending on the certain views of the specific sect of Christianity that these people believe. So I'm going to kind of do a deep dive into the Bible, which may be way outside of my realm of expertise, but I'm excited to have those kinds of conversations.
You're going to do a biblical iceberg.
I don't know what that means.
I'll show you an iceberg later.
I'm not hip.
It's a little bit on the surface and a lot underneath the water,
Yeah.
Nate.
Now, OG Nathan, you do have to concern yourself around continuing to plug his podcast. That does mean that he still does have to put out new episodes.
Yeah,
So,
we'll see. He's been good at it. So
Yes.
when he starts ghosting us again or ghosting the podcast again, then I can change the channel command to like, hey, don't go listen to this podcast because he doesn't make episodes anymore.
Yeah, if anything, you're keeping me, like, you're helping me keep accountability for myself. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's why I don't plug my own podcast because I haven't made an episode in a hot minute. But for real though, Nate, that's what I like about Nate's podcast because you don't really know what's going to come the next episode. I mean, it's always fun. It's always a good conversation, but he's not really afraid to explore those kind of topics, and not necessarily that it's like world shaking or anything, but it's like, hey, we're going to have these conversations with all different kinds of people because, it takes everyone to, to make the world work. So, and if you can't have conversations, then nothing works.
Yeah, I assume I'm wrong most of the time when I have
Well, you are,
conversations.
but
Well, and that's the thing. If I assume that the other person knows more than I do about a topic, then I feel like that makes me a better learner. I don't go in with the arrogance of "fuck you, I know what I'm talking about." And I think that leads for good quality conversation.
I also love that like it's a conversation. It's not an interview. You know,
Mhm.
you kind of have a certain like direction you want to go, but it's not like, hey, I'm Nate, I'm gonna ask this person, 20 questions. It's just a conversation between two people about some form of a topic, which is cool to me. I enjoy that type of
Awesome, I
podcast. So,
appreciate it, man.
anybody else got anything they want to plug? No? Okay. Well, if you guys want to hang out, thank you for hanging out in the chat. If you want to hang out a couple of minutes longer after we throw up the end screen, we're going to raid Jarl of Goats as what we usually do on Wednesday nights. He's playing Red Dead Redemption 2 in his RP server, which is always a great time, a ton of fun, and hilarious all at the same time. So we're going to, if you want to hang out for a few minutes in the chat, we'll get that raid started. Thank you all for coming. The chat was hopping tonight. I appreciate everybody hanging out and chilling with us and listening to us be crazy all night and hanging out in the chat and chatting with us. We'll see you guys in another dimension.